a strata of people who have access to a level of technology that makes us look like cavemen. Now, they don't necessarily go to Mars to work, but whenever they wake up in the morning, they wake up in a protected high middle class or upper class suburbia. Then they kiss their wife goodbye for the day after they drink their coffee, and then they go somewhere, probably an underground facility. And then from there, who knows whatever happens, right? Maybe they do go to Mars, but at least they are secluded then in what they are engaging in there and then at a level compared to what the rest of us are exposed to. So it's a breakaway civilization in those terms, not necessarily in their private lives, but in what they are controlling and accessing and playing with. And those guys may be behind those drones. And today, and more than ever now that the Trump administration takes over, are extremely separated from the public. Remember, the powers that be. By the way, you said energy. You said in the 1800s they wanted control of energy, they wanted control of transport, medicine, but you forgot the fourth. Those three are correct. And then the fourth is money or monetary control. So now they can't leave to any access to these things to the state, because for them, the state, the public, is something they need to hijack to get control. Otherwise, it's an enemy to them, because if they don't control it, there's different ways to control it. In America, they control it via the corruption and the blackmails, right, of the politicians. But if they can't control it, it's an enemy and they have to fight it. They learned that the hard way when the revolution started to happen from the 1700s and up. And so to them, it's much better to have these breakaway civilization tools in private corporations, in multinational, globalist, oligarch-owned corporations, and then, of course, deeper levels there, just as if it used to be deeper levels within the normal state. There's deeper levels within there. And that's the way they have to do it, because the corporations are running the state anyway. And now that things tend to spill out, and there is a renegade cowboy administration coming in, loose cannons, more than ever they need to protect these things from, because they don't trust Trump. I'm not one of those who look at him as a savior, but I certainly look at him as an obstacle. He's not in on their plans and everything. So yeah, that's what I want to nuance it with. I'm not saying they're not sitting on Mars. Maybe they were there ever since the Tesla thing. But definitely what I'm talking about now is true. Just look at the internet. They had the internet long before we mortals got access to it, right? It's always like that. It's been like that at least since the Second World War, that they achieve something great technologically, then they explore and try it out, and then when they have reached a few more levels so that this becomes obsolete, dumbed down, then they downgrade it and throw it out to the masses, and we, oh, have you seen the latest this or that? Oh, AI, oh my God, right? As if it's a new thing.
Right. Just new to us. So in that series, you have a Nick Cook interview, author of the great Hunt for 0 Point.